Hello and welcome to this episode of this Everton rebuild with me, Iron Gamer. If you've not checked out any of my content before, head over to my channel now on YouTube. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, check the videos out, see what you think, leave any comments. I do check comments on a daily basis. So we are heading into this Everton rebuild. I've started doing rebuilds on FM. I've not really done them before, but my latest one, Crystal Palace rebuild, if you've not seen it, check the video out now. It's somewhere around there, I think. And go and check it out. So yeah, the idea and the object of this save is we're allowed 3 years, and that's all we're doing is 3-year save on Everton FC. The idea is to start the rebuild, to gather momentum and maybe to win a trophy or two. So 3 years, win what we can, let's not get relegated, and do not lose the job. If I lose the job, it's game over. So we're going to go on now, we're going to head on through. What we're going to do, we're going to set up the squad, and I just want to see how they progress. I'm going to pick my own tactic once I've seen the squad, and I'll relay the information with the tactics onto you guys, and we're going to go from there. So fingers crossed, within 3 years we don't lose our job, we don't get relegated, and we can press on and maybe get some more blood, young blood into the team. So Everton FC, just a quick delve into what they're about. They're a 3.5 star reputation. Media prediction for 16th. Wow, it's going to be tough. Founded 1878. First rivals, as we all know, is Liverpool. Transfer budget is only 2 million. Wage budget is just over 2 million. Status is secure on finances. We're going to see if we can raise some funds. Right, so this is what their particular lineup is. So they're suggesting the 4-3-2-1 or the 4-3-3. I think it's the 4-3-2-1 with a defensive midfielder or a deep line playmaker there, with the two inside forwards, I would say, but McNeil's playing on the left side. He's left footed, so he can't really play an inside forward because I don't think his right foot's that strong. Malenko for left back, Tarkowski, Cody, Patterson, great goalkeeper. I think we're going to struggle. Loan obligation, so we've got Connor Cody on loan. I'm not going to go through them. Dele Alli's gone. Wow, this is going to be really tough. Okay, so play possession-based football. Shit. Okay. Don't think we've got the team for that. Sign players under the age of 22 for the future. Again, I mean, you're asking to play possession-based football. You want me to sign 19 to 22 year olds, let's be honest. 18 to 22. They're going to have it in them to play that sort of role. I'm not sold on that. Develop players using the club view system. Yeah, generic. Play attacking football. So you want possession-based football and attacking. Okay, we're not Man City. That's what they want, by the sounds of it. Do not sign players over the age of 30. Well, that's a shame, because I like the odd player over the age of sort of 28 to 32 as a bit of experience to bed in. But to be fair to Everton, they've got some experienced players here. Connor Cody, Pickford's now experienced, although he's still young. Jesus Christ. Finishing a mid-table in the Premier League. Mid-table? I know they're predicted 16th, but mid-table is like, I mean, where's the ambition? Let's get to it. Right, so we have come to the stage of the beginning of the season. I won't lie, we played one game in the Premier League because I was waiting for a player to sign. He's now signed, so at least you know we've had transfers. But the first news of this season is Michael Keane has left the club. He's gone to Fulham for, I think we got rid of him for about 5 million. So that was the first out. So out number 2, just sold, was Asmir Begovic. Sold him for 2 million quid to Leicester. Sweeper keeper, listen, Pickford's our number 1. We can make do with what we've got in reserves for number 2. I just needed to get some money in to purchase a player. So yeah, Begovic is out the door, he's gone. Let's go and look at the loans and signs that I've made in. So the first signing in of 2 is a striker, Fernino. I will tell you a little bit more about strikers in a minute. So this guy's 21 years of age. He fits the bill for what we're trying to do with young people. He's got a good finishing of 16, good jumping reach, aggression 16. He is a perfect sort of target man. Midfield, we've got good players. Up top, we're really struggling. Listen, the last player I've shown you, this player I'm showing you, he is our forward because Calvert-Lewin is out for 4 to 6 months, and so Firmino is the striker we've decided to go for. Not decided, pushed into it. He's the only one we could sign in the first place. So, moving on to our last signing of the season, this is the big one for me. I like to go to the old faithful players that I know on Football Manager, and this guy for me does not disappoint. So here he is, the one we've signed, Roberto Gagliardini. Absolutely chuffed with this guy. Signed him for 3.8, only $1 million put down. The rest is over instalments. Got him from Inter. Love this player on Football Manager. I had him in my last save, Crystal Palace. Check it out, somewhere up there. Rebuild of Crystal Palace. I had him in it, and he's just so reliable. Good, you get a good 2 seasons out of him. He's super reliable. He's got excellent mentals, good physicals, and technically he's alright, so he does the job. He is the main man I decided to sign this season and actually splash the cash. If you call 1 million splashing the cash, that's what we did. Just one more player to tell you about. So the last player to tell you about, got him on loan, Pape Matar Sarr. I'm sure you've heard of this guy. So he's touted to be a decent youngster coming through. 19 years of age. He's going to be sort of in and out the first 11, I would have thought, or at least the squad. We got him. We need, listen, just back up for midfield centre sort of space. This is before we got Gagliardini. So if he plays, he plays. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So this is our tactics page, and this is probably how we are going to line up to start with in the Premier League. So we've gone for a 4-3-2-1, if you want to call it that. We could even do this for defensively and go to 2 wingers, but we're not going to do that. We're going to be a bit more sort of gung-ho in what we're trying to do, which is get points, and we are going to be a positive mind. We're going to be playing fairly wide. We're going to pass it into space, play out of defence, get the whipped crosses in. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Not early balls, just cross them, get them whipped in. The transition side of it, obviously possession's been lost, we want to counter press. When possession's been won, we want to counter and try and push on with the players. We're going to distribute to the centre backs, and we're going to take the short kicks. And last but not least, we're not going to play, do you know what, I think we're just going to drop it. We're going to play a standard line. We're going to prevent the goalie. We're going to be pressing much more, and we're going to step up more. So this is the style we've gone with for the players we've got. I'm just going to quickly show you the finances now. So we are now under with our wage budget due to selling Begovic. It was on 40 grand just to be a second choice goalkeeper, maybe a third choice goalkeeper. We've gone from having 0 in the bank to 5.6. We seem quite healthy, 38 and 3/4 in the bank. At least we're going to have money to spend next season. So the key is we get through this season, we survive this season, I don't get sacked, and we can spend some money and start building what we want to build, which is a decent squad for Everton in 3 years. That's it. Right, we are going to skip this now and we are going to head through. As I say, we've played 1 game in the Premier League. I didn't cheat. I was waiting for a player to sign. I will show you the result. As you can see, we haven't lost a game yet. So we was 3-0 winners at home against Nottingham Forest. If we get relegated, I think we're going to continue the save and see if we can get ourselves out. And then in the 3rd season, if we can stay up again, rather than becoming a yo-yo club, can we stay up? So 2 things is stay up, not get sacked, I'll be happy. So we're going to go now, we're going to simulate this. We'll see you, hopefully, come the end of the season. So end of season 1, we're going to take a step through and have a look at the league. So let's jump over there and have a look at the league and see where we ended up. Right, okay, very unexpected, finished in 10th. So not a bad display really for the season for the Toffees. Let's have a look at the stats for the goals. We've got anyone? Alright, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 11 goals, not bad considering he was out for 5 to 6 months or 4 to 6 months. It's not too bad. Average ratings, yeah, we won't go there with that one. Assists, we got anyone there with assists? No, so that tells me that we need to do that. Okay, so we've not done too bad in that respect. We've managed to finish 10th in a very competitive Premier League with not such a good squad. Only missing out by 4 points, not too bad for the European spot. -5 on a goal difference, not so good, but it's something to build on. So remember, if you remember, I said at the beginning of the season, last season, we were going to get 27 million squid, because 24, I believe, of that money will be coming to us from the sale of Moises Keane. So the finances are as they see, which isn't too bad. Let's go and check out some of our personals then. Pape Matar Sarr, the guy signed, he had 10 appearances coming off the bench. Yerry Mina is wanted, Watford. 18 appearances, no goals, didn't score all season. 28. Amari Gray, 31 appearances, 5 goals, 1 assist. So that must mean that in going up top was Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who was wanted. He's 41 to 50 million, 27 appearances, 11 goals, 3 assists. Yeah, he's the man. Really want to keep him. Gagliardini, the guy I signed, 27 appearances, 3 goals, 3 assists, 7.13 average. So goodbye from him. Tom Davis, I believe he's going. We got a contract. Sorry, who got a free? Davis. Ben Godfrey, 4 appearances. Yeah, we won't talk about that because it didn't work out that well. Gay, 29 appearances, solid in midfield. Decore, 4 appearances. Oh god, that's not very good, is it? And Benona, 15 appearances, 2 goals, no assists. Not done it for me. 52 to 70 million quid. See, I want to sell him. Right, there's some work we've got to do with this team. That's what you want to call it a team. Seamus Coleman, 34. He's probably just good for the experience in the team. James Garner, 10 appearances. Yeah, don't want him in the team. Nino, the guy I signed up front, he played 9 appearances, scored 3 goals. That's not too bad for a 22-year-old target man. Ruben Benagli, the winger, he played 17 times, 1 goal. Yeah. Alright, there's some work to do with this team for sure. How do we do in the competition? English FA Cup, knocked out in the 5th round by none other Crystal Palace. Carabao Cup, knocked out in the 3rd round by Wigan Athletic. Well, clearly all our eggs are in the Premier League to stay up. We are going to go and see what the board set the budgets at for the season. So the budget is in. Absolutely shocked. They've set an initial wage budget of 2.1 million and a transfer budget of 50 million squid. Plus, if I can get the sale of a couple of players, I hope I can get 70, 80 for 80 million quid, and maybe I can buy 4 or 5 fairly decent young players to start getting the squad going. So hopefully we'll see the squad start to form soon. I'm going to go through now and go and look for some of those players and see what I can bring to the club and see what I can get rid of any deadwood, and then we will see you just before the season kicks off again. So end of season awards. Gagliardini, you got an A-. Neil Morpay, don't bother. Garner, don't bother. Gaye, don't bother. Banana, don't bother. Neil. Firmino, C-. James Tuskey, don't bother. Sarr, got an E. Conley, don't bother. That wasn't very good. Houghton following expectation was to finish in mid-table in the Premier League. We finished bang on. Really happy with that, considering the squad we had. Biggest wins, 3-0 against Forest. Match Jerome, we beat Liverpool 3-2 in a derby. goal of the season was Gagliardini against Newcastle. So not too shabby there. Reputation has stayed the same. So sponsorship we've gained, broadcast we've gained, corporation hospitality, good, competition prize, good, match day commercial retail, very good. Merchandise sales was 2.86 million, shirt sales was 22,121, Calvert-Lewin being the main one, along with Gagliardini, McNeil, Iwobi and Decore. That's how they line up. Okay, fair enough. So, fans player of the season, Gagliardini. I told you he's so good on this game when you get him. Young player of the season, Patterson, 21-year-old fullback. I haven't actually looked at him. He's pretty decent. Wow. Yeah, he's decent. Sign of the season, Roberto Gagliardini. Goal of the season, Roberto Gagliardini. Top goal scorer, Calvert-Lewin. Most assists, Nathan Patterson, 6. Most player of the match awards, Dominic. Highest average rating, Gagliardini. Most passes completed per 90, Jerry Mina. Okay, so we're going to lose Jerry Mina. I'm not going to try and keep him, there's no need. We're going to crack on now and see what we can get in the club, so catch you in a minute. Right, so we have gone and we've spent a lot of money. We've got some income. We had about 80 million to spend, I think, in total, and this is the first guy we sold. So an offer came in very, very early on from Tottenham, and we managed to get a deal for, I think it's incentives, 20 up front. Yeah, so they paid 20 million up front, and it was 8 million in add-ons. So James Garner we managed to sell, and we sold him to, well, Crystal Palace came calling, so we sold him to Crystal Palace for 13.25. Yeah, 13.25. So we made 2.5 million profit. So Seamus Coleman has left us. He left us for free, so not a lot of loss there really. And if you remember at the beginning of last season, I said that Moses Keane was going for 24 million. It was a deal that had already been put in place. Well, it happened, it went through. Moises Keane has departed us for 24 million quid. So there he is. Andros Townsend sadly didn't play any football under me due to the long-term injury that he had. He's gone to Levante on a free, so good luck to him. Right, let's check out the ins and see what we spent. So, signing number one. So, I did look at where we needed to strengthen. Mainly, I've tried to concentrate in defence. So, I've managed to get a centre-half, Matteo Gabbia. I think we got this guy from Inter. I think we only paid a couple of million quid for this guy. We paid 2.2 million for Matteo Gabbia. I think that's how you say his name. Ball-playing defender, central defender. He's a young, so we've tried to stick within the requirements. So he's 23 years of age. He's now got a value of 19 to 24 million, so there's good profit to be made on him. So signing number two is again another central defender, 21-year-old Italian. You can see the market I went down for defenders. Young player. We spent a bit more. We got him from, was it Nice, I think? Yeah, we got him from Nice. 17.5 million squid on this guy. Let's just, he's got a heading of 14, marking 13, tackling of 14. He's going to grow. He's 3-star already. Potential 4 to 5-star. Physicals again, not bad. Good natural fitness. Bit of pace, strength 14. He's going to get better. He's going to. Then trust me. By the end of the season, there's going to be loads of arrows there. Pointing upwards, not downwards, they'll be pointing upwards. They'll be yellow or green. So I said it just a little while ago. Lloyd Kelly is our defender left. We spent a bit of dough on this guy. I think we got him for 20 odd million. Yeah, 22.5 million pounds from Bournemouth. So next signing is a loan signing from Tottenham. So Brian Gill. I was trying to look to fill this gap here. Left-sided. I want Dwight McNeil gone, and I'm thinking if I can get someone better than him, because for some reason they rather play McNeil over Damari Gray. I would rather play Damari Gray. If I was managing Everton properly, Damari Gray would be in. McNeil would have been gone. I would give him away. So my thinking was, if I can get someone in better or just as good as McNeil, this guy might get a go. He's a freestyle, he's a winger. Brian Gill from Spurs. We all know what he's about. We've seen him. He's actually fitting into their team quite well recently in real life. And when I say recently, we're on the 10th of January today, guys, 2023. So, good acceleration, good bit of pace, got a bit of flair about him on that left side, good dribbler, not bad at crossing on 14 as well. So, this is my striker. I think you say his name's Wittner. Leave comments below if I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, this is my striker. He's a pressing forward, a complete forward. He can play an advanced forward. He can be a poacher. He has got so much strength about this guy. I think his strength could win me games. Last season, bagged 16 goals in 27 games in the Portuguese league. I reckon with a bit of nurturing, we can get him banging in 15 to 25 for us. He's going to get us goals. So the changing on the tactics will be putting him to a poacher or the advanced forward without running into the channels and get them balls whipped in. But to do that, I'm going to lose an inside forward position and play the wingers. So I'm going to try for a season to play wingers to cross the ball with him there. There was a few signings that my under-21s made, nothing to do with me. He was my last signing so far. I'm not going to sign anyone else. I'm going to go and show you now and do my tactics. So, Gill's on a winger. Wittner is going to play. Do I play him as a pressing forward and get the balls whipped in? I'm going to keep him as a pressing forward, you know, because any decent forward will know they've got to stay forward, yeah? So, Gordon's on a winger, but I don't want Gordon there. Because I think he's left-footed, isn't he, Gordon? Oh, he's right-footed, crossing, 13. What's Iwobi on crossing? Ooh, Iwobi could play there, you know. I mean, that's going to change anyway. Deep line playmaker, who am I going to play there? Jesus Christ. Team's not very good, as you can see. It would be Gagliardini, but he's out injured. Dele Alli, I could change the role, put Dele Alli in. Put him as like an advanced playmaker maybe, or stick on a box-to-box support. So we've got attacking, and support. Winger on attack. That's how I'm going with this season, guys. So 27 million quid in the bank. Hey, still got 15, just short, 15 and ¾ million there. We are currently under our wage budget. We are going to sim this right now. We are going to get straight into this and we'll be back very soon, and hopefully, once again, I haven't been sacked, we haven't been relegated, and we can beat 10th position. We'll see you there shortly, come the end of the season. Wish me luck! So, welcome back to transfers, guys. We've done transfers in and out. We've brought in some money, we've spent a lot of money, and we've lost a lot. So, as you can see on the page, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is now an Arsenal player. Before I tell you more about that, I just want to let you know a few things. So, as you know, I've got £54 million to spend. What I didn't do and didn't realise and forgot in the off-season, at the end of season 2, was to check my contracts of players. So I lost a lot of players who were out of contract. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin went to Arsenal for, I think, 53 million quid. Let's have a look. Yeah, 53. So Dominic Calvert-Lewin is now an Arsenal player. So next up to leave was Gerard Braithwaite. So Jean Phillips gone as well. Next one, Damari Gray. Another one, Idrissa Gueye. So this is the one that's really got Dele Alli. I offered him several times a contract. Did not want to know. Tried to get a little bit of money from him, but really it was so late in the day. He'd already agreed to go with none other than Man United. Right, so nobody else left the club except 5 youngsters who went out on loan. So I needed a backup goalkeeper. So I went to Crystal Palace and got Jack Butland. So one of my biggest, if not the biggest signing of the season for me is Julian Alvarez. We managed to get him from Manchester City. He's 24 years of age now. When you look at his stats, he first touched 16, finishing 14, good flair on 17, off the ball, I love off the ball at 16. You think he's going to be worth it. So our next one on the hit list is a midfielder, Ibrahim Sangare, or Sangai. So we've managed to sign this guy. Trust me, we lost midfielders all over the place. So my object was to get him forward, advanced forward and midfield players. And this guy we managed to get, 26 years of age, Ivorian, really good physicals in the middle, fairly decent mentals, forward midfielder, so he's got decent passing at 13, tackling at 15, he could play a half-back, defensive midfielder, forward midfielder, that sort of player. So I think, will he improve us? I'm not too sure. Right, next player on our hit list, another midfielder. Try saying that name, Lucas Susic. We'll go with that. Got this guy. What did he pay for? 13.75 again. Maybe a little panic buy. So this next player is a forward. We've also decided to attack that line of players as well. So Hamed Traore. We managed to get him. What did we pay from Sicily? 17.5. Another midfielder, Yangel Herrera. He is Venezuelan, 26 years of age. We got this guy on a free. So he was let go by a Premier League club. I'm getting confused. BRG. Apologies. I thought he was let go by a Premier League club. Yeah, so we managed to get this guy on a free. Another midfielder, Mahmoud Dahoud. We've signed this player, defensive midfielder. Well, he's a defensive or an offensive. He's got big dribbling, he's got a great first touch, he's got 17 passing, excellent technique of 16. I mean, just look at these mentals. Just look at the mentals. Vision, 16. Teamwork, 16. Composure, 16. Agility, 17. Technique, 16. Passing, 17. First, 16. Dribbling, 16. This guy is 20 years old. He could be freaking amazing for us this season. Next and final transfer of the transfer window and of this season. We are doing no more transfers. We have got no money in the kitty. I'll show you what's left in a minute. We'll go through finances. So, Alan Velasco. We have managed to sign this guy. And we've agreed a 15 million fee for next season. It was the only way we could get him. Now the reason why I've done it is because we're not here next season, so the game's going to come to an abrupt end because of that. But as you can see, we've been going from midfielders to left-sided players, and this guy can play anywhere across the back, across the middle, and even up front. Alright, so look at your positions. Attacking midfield is his natural, attacking midfield centre is natural, striker is very accomplished, and same as a right wing, so he will be looking to play the attacking midfielder, or maybe rotating on the midfield left, likes to cut in from the wings. That concludes our transfers, guys. So the squad now looks like this. I've done the business I've done, I've paid over the odds. Hey, it's only a game, it's not real money. But I'm really hoping we can do something this season. I really am hoping at least get a trophy. Right, let's check the finances out. So what's left? So you saw the budget. We probably got the budget up to about 65, 68 million. We've now got 3.8 left. Doing really well on the wages. Only spending 1.97, so we're saving 400,000 there. Overall balance is shite. Profit, loss, we're not even going into it, but you can see it's not good, it's not great, but we're there ready for the season. Let's check the vision out. So develop players using the club's reserve in judgment. Okay. Sign players under the 23 for the first team. They're satisfied. We're on course with working a wage budget. They're pleased that we're growing the club reputation. We have moved up a little bit, so I got the email telling me. So my job here is done. Let's crack on with this season. Let's get through it. Hopefully win a trophy. Nice to finish you all. Alright guys, so we are here. The season has concluded. And as you can see, we have finished 10th in the Premier League. I don't think that's bad considering the way we were going. We've actually ended this save as we've started in 10th position. I'm fairly happy. I thought we were going to be relegated. So the fact that we wasn't relegated means I'm happy. I didn't get sacked on this 3-year save. Makes me happy. I think we've managed to get some decent players in. Also makes me very happy. We're not going to do the end of season review because I've just forgotten to film it. I've gone past it like an idiot. So take this as the end of season review, okay? We're going to go through a few things and just give you an update. So we are just going to go and check on our cup. So English FA Cup. We got knocked out in the third round by Manchester City. No progression there whatsoever. However, we got progression in the Carabao Cup. We actually got one step further this time than we did for the last 2 seasons. We got to the quarterfinals and were knocked out by Arsenal. So I can swallow that. I can take that. Arsenal, good side. Yeah, not too shabby. We do need to talk about one specific player. This guy here who I signed, Junior Alvarez, this guy's been immense. So he's managed to get 13 goals, 14 assists in 37 appearances, average rating of 7.13. Guy's 25 years of age. I think we paid 40 million quid for him. Yeah, we paid 40 million. Now currently worth around 52. He's gone up half a star. He's now a 4-star from a 3.5. So he's probably at his max full potential right now. And it's sad that it's come to an end and we didn't get him that season earlier. I think he would have been the player to sort of grab the game by the scruff of its neck and, you know, just push us up the table a bit more. I'm a little bit disappointed with the points tally that we did get. We got 49 points. I think that's the lowest over the 3 seasons. 50 was probably the first season was 50 points, I think it was. 49, disappointed. I mean, we're in good company. Wolves, Palace, Villa, Tottenham. Well, to be fair, Tottenham were like 7 points above us. So, you know, we were in a bit of a from 14th, 15th up to 10th where we are. Could have been anyone going in, finishing in 10th, but we managed to finish. I think we should check out some of the scores we've had over the season. So we started off with a 1-0 defeat to Chelsea. Come the end of August, we'd had 3 victories, one of them being in the Carabao Cup. And then in September we went on this run. We had all of September, all of October, all of November and into December for the first 2 games undefeated, drawing 5 games, winning 8 and drawing 5. No defeats. Carabao Cup was 1, 2, 3 rounds of the Carabao Cup. Fantastic. But it come at a heavy price. It did come at a heavy price because, as you can see, the remainder of December all the way through till January, we didn't pick up a win until the 26th of January, which was at home against Brentford. So we lost 4, 6, 7, 8. We lost 8 and drew 2. That to me is relegation. But then we managed to sort of maybe pick it up, beat Brentford, as I say. Then we went straight away with a defeat. And then we were just touting in and out like a yo-yo, up and down like a yo-yo with results. More defeats than victories there, and draws. You know, things like drawing with Crystal Palace away when really we should be fighting to win. Drawing with Fulham at home, that sort of game. And then you go and beat Man City 3-1. So it was a bit of a topsy-turvy season, up and down I'm guessing. Assists, well I can see there straight away. Number 1 is Julian Alvarez, 14 assists. Guy's a genius, simple as that. The guy's a genius. Dwight McNeil, what are you doing there? God, I tried telling him he wouldn't go. No one would buy him, should I say. Not that he wouldn't go. Nobody wanted Dwight McNeil. I think that's going to conclude this, guys. We have done this rebuild. I think fairly successful. Could we have done better and gotten into Europe? I think maybe. but I didn't. So I can only show you the results I get right now and what I've done. But I've just gone to show you that being Everton, limited funds, you can do all right. And I'm not very good at Football Manager. I'm mediocre, really. I'm just straight down the middle. I'm not good, I'm not bad, I'm just straight down the middle. I struggle with players' names, as you've seen this episode or these episodes. Punctuation of names is very, very difficult. Systems, I sometimes struggle figuring out the best system for the team you are. So I always revert back to my favourite formations, which probably is 4-3-2-1. Whether that be a conversion into 4-2-3-1, depending on the players and the physicality you've got in the middle of the park. So, you know, I watch other people. I watch other people's tactics. I watch how people play the game. I YouTube it. So if you're someone who's YouTubing right now and you're watching this video for the first time, please feel free, somewhere up there, click on the link there. Go and check out my channel, Iron Gamer. Feel free to give me a like and a subscribe, and hopefully we and our paths will cross again. And until next time, when I do another rebuild, which is coming very, very soon, from me, Iron Gamer, until rebuild free, it's over and out for now.